It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. His throw incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 27. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the 30.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's Jackson, rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll roll him out right. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. 25 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Flushed out right. This is swung out to Eckler. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Herbert. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Guyton there to make the grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Jackson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
From the 25 on second down. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And now Herbert a little unsure of things, so he's going to go ahead and call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, Eckler pushes him over, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Eckler is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Brings up second and 9 at the 38-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So that will wipe the 6 off the scoreboard.
And you talk about dampening a celebration. That's a touchdown pass that's going to be called back because of the penalty.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Herbert on 1st down now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Herbert now. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Play action. Now Jackson steps away. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in a season as the top running backs in the league.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Jackson steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson now. The slant complete to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Baltimore.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Chargers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Herbert throwing again. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Eluding the pressure right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. The handoff, it's Eckler. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Herbert. Touchdown! Jared Cook from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
The tackle by Michael Davis. A gain of 12.
Here's Patterson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. Throwing, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.